figure reviews, toy hunts, unboxing and rankings, unboxing and displays, etc. All right. Trolls Toys back at you with another video. This week we're going to try something a little different. We're going to do some quick unboxings as normal. But I'm just going to call this grouping female action figures, because we're going to have 2 from Masters of the Universe and 3 Marvel Legends. So representing Masters of the Universe in 2022, Princess of Power line, we're going to have She-Ra. Also from 2022, the Princess of Power line, we're going to have Shadow Weaver. 2021 Marvel Legends House of X, Moira McTaggart. We're also going to have, representing Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings from 2021, Katie. And then rounding out our Marvel Legends, we're going to have also, this is from 2020, and we're going to have, representing the X-Men, Build-A-Figure Sugar Man, we're going to have Jean Grey. So that's going to be our 5 female figures we're going to unbox today. 3 Marvel Legends, 2 Masters of the Universe, Princess of Power line, actually. Shambles, I usually read the back. It says, Jean Grey can read and project thoughts and stun opponents with pure psionic force. You know me, I like to always tell you prices. So we got her for $5 on Whatnot, right? So I bought it primarily for what took up most of the bucks, which is this Build-A-Figure head and torso for Sugar Man. So that's the majority of the box. But Jean Grey does look pretty cool. I don't know that I'm going to keep her, in all honesty. We'll see. But she's got the face paint. But that's what she came with, nothing else. So figure number 1, Jean Grey. Yeah, she's all right. I don't know. Like I said, are we going to keep her? Undecided at this juncture. I just wanted the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure pieces. But that's going to be figure number 1, Marvel Legends Jean Grey. Up next, we're going to do Marvel Legends Katie. I bought her because, you know, I love me some samurai folk and some karate folk. And we got her on Whatnot for $12. It says, Marvel's Katie. Katie, Shang-Chi's oldest friend, is free-spirited and fiercely loyal. And I like these figures. I already have Death Dealer. I have Xiling. I have Wenwu. I don't have Shang-Chi as of yet. All right, as you know, I like me some Marvel Cinematic Universe figures. And for a Marvel Legend, she comes with quite the bevy of accessories. She's got the quiver for her arrows, which is cool. And then she's got the bunch of arrows to go in the quiver. And then I'm assuming we can just put this arrow here, like so she can grab it out over her shoulder. I'm not quite sure. She comes with Fist of Fury. I haven't watched Shang-Chi in a bit, but hey, she comes with this little guy who's pretty cool looking. I forget his name. And then she's got the bow. So Katie is looking pretty nifty, I must say. We'll get the bow in her hand. I do like her sandals as well. I don't think she's going to stand very well, though, unfortunately. And if you're big in articulation, I believe that plastic or rubber, whatever the hell, skirt is going to get in her way. But I just pose them up, so no issues for me. So figure number 2 in our female action figure review is going to be Marvel Legends Katie. And I got to say, she's taken the lead over Jean Grey so far. All right, Jean Grey, stand up. So that's our first 2 female action figures. We'll continue with Marvel, Moira McTaggart. Through the course of many lives and deaths, Moira McTaggart pursues justice for all mutants. And I am going to lie, she's going in Dr. Mindbender's lab. She's going to be Dr. Mindbender's assistant. Because I like how she comes in the medical garb, but she also comes where you could get her posed up in the, I'll call it the after hours gear. All right, so here's Moira, and like I said, we're going to put her as the assistant in Dr. Mindbender's lab. So we're obviously going to equip her with the book, but that means we're going to have to change out the hands for a hand from one of these, because she comes with Fist of Fury. So I really like the look of this figure. She was more expensive, $20 from Collectin' Tech in Auburn, Massachusetts, but that's all right. When I saw her, I was like, yeah, we got to get her for Dr. Mindbender's lab. I don't know how she's going to stand in these heels. I did not consider that. I'm out of figure stands at the moment, so we're going to have to order some more from Amazon. And there went Katie, of course. I always have at least one fig-tastrophe, if not multiple. Katie's ankle rolled. That had to be painful. All right, Katie, come on, stand up. All right, Moira, how about you? You going to stand? All All right, I had to steal a figure stand for Moira. Like I said, she does come with a nice alternate head, scarf, and hands, so you could take her out of the lab coat if you wanted, because the lab coat is removable, and make, like, you know, after hours. She also comes with a leg for Build-A-Figure Tri-Sentinel, which does not appeal to me at all. But that's our first three females. Jean Grey, $5. Katie, $12. Moira McTaggart, $20. All Marvel Legends. Now we're going to go to Princess of Powerline, Masters of the Universe. We're going to go Shadow Weaver. And it says, evil mistress of dark magic, once an apprentice to Etheria's great wizard Norwin, the power-hungry Beatrix betrayed her homeworld to the evil Horde and renamed herself Shadow Weaver. With the combination of Horde science and her own dark magic, she conjures fear in the hearts of all Etheria and trusts in Hordak. Little does he know, however, she secretly plots to overthrow him and seize power for herself. All right, here's Shadow Weaver out of the package. Comes with a nice cloth goods cape. It was taped into the pack, so that was fun. She comes with her magic wand, of course. She's also going to come with 2 alternate hands, a flame effect for one of the hands, and then she doesn't actually have feet. She just gets this base because she's going to hover, I suppose. So we'll get her all set up. And I don't recall how much she was. I know we got her from Whatnot. I want to say she was like $12. But that's Shadow Weaver. Not much for articulation, right? Because no feet. But does look pretty badass, I must say. That's why I picked her up, because I've been big into the MOTU recently. That's my problem, is I like too many lines and I can't contain myself. I don't know if you guys have that problem. I am not into the vintage figures, thankfully, though, so we can get more figures at less price. Those vintage figures can be pricey these days, but Shadow Weaver is pretty kick-ass. And our last figure is also going to be Princess of Powerline 2022, and it's going to be this deluxe or big package She-Ra. She-Ra, well, shambles. Most powerful woman in the universe. When Adora raises a sword of protection above her head and cries, "For the honor of Grayskull," she transforms into She-Ra, Princess of Power and leader of Etheria's Great Rebellion. All right, She-Ra we also got from Whatnot. We got She-Ra and Shadow Weaver and Katie all from Florida Toy Boy. We got Jean Grey from Mikey Mac, and we got her Moira from an actual store. I think She-Ra was $18. I didn't think that's a bad price. So what's interesting with She-Ra is she comes with an alternate head sculpt, the more empowered or having the power of Grayskull behind her head sculpt. She comes with a nice shield. She comes with Fist of Fury. She comes with a sword. But interestingly enough, she comes with a longer cape, which I think I'm going to prefer. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to try the longer cape and see how that looks. But 2 capes is crazy, and they're both soft goods, a short and a long cape. I feel like for battle purposes, the long cape would be more cumbersome, but for display purposes, I feel like I like the long cape better. I just left the regular head sculpt on her. We do have the more empowered sculpt, like I said. Short cape and Fist of Fury. So that's the 5 female figures that we took a look at today from 2 different lines. A little bit of a cheat, like I said, but I just wanted to get some of the female figures out of the package. So I figured we would try a grouping of females. So we have Moira McTaggart's clocking at the most expensive figure at $20. She-Ra, I believe, was 18. Shadow Weaver, 12. Katie, 12. Jean Grey was $5. All right, She-Ra, stand up. Like I said, I'm running out of stand. So as always, now what we'll do is we'll rank them from our least favorite to our favorite. And let's see how they had them in order. All right, so it's not going to be that hard. Shadow Weaver, we're going to move out of here. We're going to slide Moira down. We're going to slide Katie down. We're going to put Shadow Weaver here. So we're going to say 5th place, least favorite figure, Jean Grey. Like I said, mostly bought her for the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure pieces. Shadow Weaver, I just don't like the fact that she has no articulation. I don't really articulate them anyway, but I do like they gave me the cool stand that she can hover with, so that's cool. So she's going to be 4th place. Katie, third place. You know me, I love the Asian inspired or samurai or kung fu, you know, Shang-Chi looking figures. So that's why we picked her up. Moira McTaggart is just badass. We're going to use this Dr. Mindbender's assistant in Dr. Mindbender's laboratory that we built. But I'm really, of these figures, I'm impressed with the She-Ra. She's definitely my favorite. I like and she should be, I guess. She's the deluxe. But we're going to go She-Ra as my favorite female figure from these 5. So as always, this has been Trolls Toys. I truly appreciate you watching my videos, and we'll see you soon. Peace.